Hello everyone, just passing by. My name is Bryer and this is episode 3 of me going through my entire CD collection. Now, you can obviously tell that this is a different angle, and the reason why I'm filming in this angle is because I'm actually going to be shooting shooting something else, and I need this specific angle. I haven't filmed it yet, so for the time being, I'm just going to be having the webcam here for now. We'll see if I put it back eventually, but for now, we'll just stick with this. So today we're going to be going through H through K. It's going to be kind of a shorter video because these next few piles don't have that much CDs in them. So it's going to be kind of a little refresher after that long previous video. So this one's a bit shorter. So let's do it. So starting off, we have H. And we only have 3 CDs in the H. So, here we go. First up, we have a greatest hits. This one's okay, pretty good. Has 18 of their songs. And this is Hall & Oates. Even though it says Daryl Hall and John Oates, it is technically Hall & Oates. I'm not sure if I'll get their studio albums, because this one pretty much has all their big hits. If you have any recommendations on what Hall & Oates album I should get, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll probably check them out. They had such very interesting album covers in the early days of their career. I'm not complaining. Next, we have Heart. This is I think it's their second or third album, Little Queen. And here's the last of the H's. It's also a Heart. This is their self-titled. Really good band, and you'll definitely be getting more sometime in the future. So that's all the H's. Okay, so next we have Eyes. Now there's only one band in the Eyes, and heavy metal fans should know this band, and that is Iron Maiden.
Rock and roll. Dean made me do it.
Tidy up after your mess.
So far, I only have albums from, of course, with Bruce Dickinson. I do plan to get all their studio albums, even the ones with Blaze Bayley and Paul Di'Anno. But for now, I have just Bruce Dickinson. Right now, we have The Number of the Beast. Got Peace of Mind. Power Slave. This is probably my favorite Iron Maiden album currently. Somewhere in Time. Sorry for the glare. And this one used to be my favorite, but it's still one of my favorites. I think it's like my second favorite now. We have Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. Try not to get the glare in. There we go. Fear of the Dark. And finally, Brave New World. So yeah, I think Iron Maiden were the first heavy metal band I got into. They weren't the first metal band I tried to get into, but that's a story for another day. So that's all the Eyes already. Just blazing through these. Okay, next we have J. J's a bit longer. There's a lot more to get through on this one. So first up, we have Janice Joplin with her posthumous album Pearl. I haven't listened to this one in a long time, but the last time I played this, I really did enjoy this. I really like, if you're kind of like having a hard time getting to Janice Joplin, if you're not a huge fan of her voice, like this album's probably a good way to start. think has some of her best vocal performances on it. Yeah, really good. Okay, after Janice Joplin, we have Jethro Tall. I have two. The first one we have Thick as a Brick. This one's pretty interesting. So if I take out the booklet, it's not really like any other booklet. You can't really tell, but it definitely feels different. It's not like your traditional booklet where it's like it's obviously paper, but this is like a different, like a very, like it's almost like there's like, I forget the term for it, but there's like, there's like a nice smooth quality to it. Really feels pretty good. You know, this is like the only CD which I have this type of booklet, which is pretty cool. Okay, next we have a Passion Play. Really interesting album cover. Like the ballerina on the bottom. I don't know, it kind of creeps me out because the way, if we put it upside down, like like the expression on her face. I don't know why, but it just always creeps me out. Alright, this is next one. Probably one of my favorite female singers. We have Joni Mitchell with her album Blue. And a very fitting title because it's a very sad album. Has a very kind of a depressing mood to it, but it's still really good. I mean, I love this album. Really good stuff. Highly recommend it. Okay, next we have Hygieia. I believe that's how you say it. Another really good album. And last one we have Turbulent Indigo. And that's all of Joni Mitchell, but I do want to get more in the future. I say that a lot because there's so many CDs I want to get. But can't get it all at once. Alright, after Joni Mitchell, we have Journey. We have Departure. And here we have a more recent one with Arnel Pineda on vocals. We have Revelation. I got this used off Amazon, and I really need to clean it because you can tell it's been used because there's obviously this one and the DVD which comes with it. They've been played a lot, but surprise, surprise, the one with the original songs barely got played. So now I know there's gonna be some people who are very dismissive on anything without Steve Perry, and don't get me wrong, I love Steve Perry. He's one of my favorite singers. But to me, I think Arnel is doing a great job. And thankfully, I don't see that much comments like talking bad about him now. But I mean, occasionally I still see it. But to me, I think he's doing a great job as the new singer. You can tell he really enjoys doing it, and to me, he fits pretty well with the band. If we go back to Iron Maiden, I mentioned Blaze Bayley when he replaced Bruce Dickinson. That's a example of a singer who did not fit well with the band, and the band suffered. But to me, I think Arnel fits pretty well with the band, and they still put out really good stuff. So, and plus, he's Filipino. He's representing. You get the idea. But anyway, let's keep moving. Next one, I have a Greatest Hits. This was actually the first Journey CD I got. Nice little starter if you want to get into them. But we're gonna go to the next band, and I actually have more Journey, but again, I mentioned briefly in the previous video, I think, that I have a separate pile with CDs that don't really fit in the shelves. So it's kind of in their own separate pile, which we'll get to soon. I'll probably save those for the end. So let's just keep moving and let's go to the next band here, and that is Judas Priest.
Ross will ask you to do the most bizarre things. He'd always encourage me, be more flamboyant. I don't want to be flamboyant. And then I would throw a bitch pose, as I call them. Right, fuck you. Here's my bitch pose. And that was that. He's not gay.
This is Stay in Class. British Steel. Screaming for Vengeance. I think this is my favorite currently. Defenders of the Faith. And then this one I have to be careful because kind of like my Genesis Live CD, which I've mentioned in the previous video, that the place where you put the CD broke. So I have to treat this pretty carefully. So there it is. If you can, it's hard to tell, but yep, it's broken. There's really nothing holding it in, so you just have to be careful when you take it out. And finally, last of my Judas Priest, we have their latest one, Firepower. Really good one. Alright, so that is all the J's, and all we have left are the K's, and then we'll be done with this episode. So again, we're just blazing through these really quick. Okay, so for the K's, we only have 4. So first up, we have Kansas. This is, again, it does look kind of used, which it is, because I got it at a thrift store, but it still sounds pretty good. I still need to listen to this album. Of course, I know some of the, like, of course, the hit Carry On Wayward Son, but I still need to listen to the rest. I've listened to it before, but I think I still need to listen to it more. But I feel like once I listen to enough, I feel like I really will start to really like this album, and maybe I'll get more Kansas in the future. I also like The Wall. The Wall's a good song. I like The Wall. Alright, next. Another one of my favorite female singers. We have Kate Bush, The Kick Inside. So this is the US cover. To me, the UK cover is a hell of a lot better. I'll put a picture somewhere so you can see, but yeah, I mean, this is a okay cover, but the first one kind of, to me, the original cover kind of best suits this album. This looks like something you'd see in a country album. No hating though. I'm not hating though. But yeah, really good one. Really strong debut. Moving. Kites is a fun song. The Man with the Child in His Eyes. Wuthering Heights. Them Heavy People is also pretty good. So yeah, really good start. And I have this but I have this greatest hits of hers. Sound quality is not the best. It's very quiet. So yeah, I don't really recommend this one. I got this at the same thrift store. I got a lot of my CDs, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to have it, but quality's not that good. I'll just gonna get her studio albums. And here we go. Last one here. Not the last album I have of this band. Again, separate pile, but this is probably my favorite album cover as of right now. If you don't know what this is In the Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson. This is their debut album, and to many people this is the start of what we now know as progressive rock. So yeah, this album cover is really good. I love it. I just love the colors, and it's just such a unique face. Like, really strange. And it really does fit well with the album. And let me just go ahead and show you what the whole thing looks like. There it is. With the many cheekbones. And also, I just love the CD. I like how the CD's in hot pink. Just a tidbit I wanted to share. Anything else I want to say about this? All I can say is, like, I think this is a must listen. If you're a music fan, I think you should listen to this one at least once. It's probably gonna take a while for you to appreciate it, because it's very, very experimental. There's only 5 songs on there, and they're pretty long songs, but they're all really good. I love all the songs here. So yeah, really check this one out. And that's it. That's all for today. So next episode, I plan to go through LMNOP. That's going to be a long one. So it's going to take a while for that one. It's going to take a while for that one to come out. So I hope you enjoyed this episode here. If you enjoyed this, then please leave a like. Leave a comment down below. Tell me your favorite that you saw in this episode. And I'll see you in episode 4. So have a good evening and see you then.